It says the Association of Retired Teachers of Connecticut acknowledges James Amann for his leadership in rallying overwhelming support among legislators for the passage of House Bill 6141, which benefits retired teachers as well as all taxpayers of Connecticut. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I put this at the table
Yeah, would
for
you?
you?
Yourself pretty. Thank you very much. Very nice. Well, good morning, everybody, and it really is a pleasure to be with all of you and accept this wonderful award. Now I think what you need to do is Joe in my office here will make sure we put it in a good location at the Capitol for everybody to see, and especially for all of you. So make sure you come up and see the award and come visit us at the Capitol. You're going to do that, right? Yeah. All right, good. You know, let me just thank everybody. Kathy, thanks for that wonderful introduction. And believe me, if my wife was here, she'd be kicking me under the table saying, she's not talking about you. Got to have a good mate, right? But I really would like to thank the 10,000 members of Artc for being such staunch allies of good policy and common sense up at our Capitol. And my 3 years as Speaker, education and teachers have been the centerpieces of ambitious Democratic agendas. I have Representative Paul Davis in front of me right here. Paul, as you know, is a retired teacher now too, Paul, so you've joined the ranks. But to have Paul Davis, Paul, why don't you stand up? Paul is a wonderful advocate, not only for teachers, but for many issues up in Hartford, and he's also a representative that represents part of my town, Milford, and it's a pleasure to have Paul, and I want to let you all know that, you know, Speaker isn't forever, so I know that my time is getting short, but I assure you this. Make sure you talk to Paul Davis, rally around him. He is a future leader of the state of Connecticut, and I'm going to predict that right here today. So make sure you support Paul. You know, it's great to be in the Democratic caucus, and you're right, I'm sure all of you are teachers, so I know it, now I know exactly what you go through, having a classroom of kids all day, right? Well, I have 106. I'm blessed with 106, and you know, all of us have our own personal fights and agendas, but what an honor it is to be the head of the Democratic caucus and all the wonderful legislators. And they believe in you. As you know, they believed in you for years, and we worked on this bill for over 2 years. Is Denise Napier here yet? But I want you to make sure that you also applaud your state treasurer, which I know you will. Absolutely. You know, when I first talked to Denise about this, you know, with her wonderful personality, the first thing was that beautiful smile that she has. And she looked at me and she said, you think we're going to be able to do this? You think we're going to pull it off? And she looked me dead in the eye and I said, Madam Treasurer, we're going to do this. And she was the biggest advocate. She was excited about it because very rarely do we do things up in the Capitol that are really great. Really, really great, right? To have an opportunity to do something that actually has substance, it actually does something that not only is great to guarantee teachers' pensions and give you that security that you deserve, and be recognized by the state that you deserve that for the hard work you've done, but also a $2.8 billion savings to the taxpayers. I mean, what a win-win. So when we got around that table and we were trying to think and be creative, it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity for us to get this done and get it done now. And the window was right. And Denise's leadership on that was fabulous. And even though she's not here, why don't we applaud her one more time? You know, by shoring up, as many of the good people around this table and many of the people of the union sat with me, by shoring up instead of raiding that fund, as we so often do in politics, we have strengthened the system for you and for colleagues who will follow you. As you know, this was a 2-year process. We did it last year. We saved $745 million using surplus money. But this one, Act 2, the Democrat and the Treasurer, as we did, to refinance the mortgage on debt. And something that we should need to do in Hartford, be more creative, be more inventive, be more efficient, be more effective. And all of you should be proud of what was done. You should tell the story all over because this is such a good victory for the state of Connecticut and the taxpayer. And let me just finally just make one other comment. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You know, you get politicians get up there and they'll make speeches to you and they'll tell you this and that. But as Speaker of the House, maybe right now, this is one of the best kept secrets in the state of Connecticut, what we've done here. Saving that kind of money for the taxpayers and securing your pension. Nobody seems to be talking about it. The media seems to ignore it. When they talk about efficient government, being more effective with tax dollars, every newspaper should have been above the fold headline that we together, all of us in this room and others, collectively saved $2.8 billion. Where's the stories? The story in my town was by the obituary. We had a little thing in there. But we know what we did. We know what we did. And I'll tell you this. It's one of the proudest moments in my life. And when I do leave the state legislature, when I do retire as Speaker of the House, I will tell you that that's one of the things I will look at back on my time as Speaker. And one that I'll be proud of, probably one of the most proud moments of my life, is to make sure you have a secure pension and make sure that we save taxpayers' money. So thank you for the honor.